BassResinator here. I'm really excited about the mold that is under this paper. Why? Well, back in February, late January, early February, IntoResin reached out to some of the people that have been buying molds from them and said, we're looking to come up with a design. Do you have any suggestions? And I know Tracy from Mini Scenes GB sent them a picture of her guinea pig, and they made that one into it. And I thought, I've been wanting. I'm not a real good sculptor or anything of that sort, so I've been wanting someone to create a Quetzal. That is the national bird of. It lives in the jungles. It was highly prized by the Aztecs and the Maya Indians and other Indian tribes in Mexico for their really long, up to 2 meters long tail feathers. Green, brilliant, metallic-y green, iridescent even. And so they said, we've taken you up on it. Now, they didn't make it really big, but look at it. Now, I want to do this justice. This is not a really big mold, but it's highly detailed. And I want to color this the color of the Quetzal. So he's going to have brilliant green feathers on his tail up into this area. His head is going to be green. He's going to have a goldish yellow beak, brilliantly red breast, and the back of his wings is going to be a darker green, and then the underside of the wing is going to be kind of a gray silver. So that's what I have to do. So let me get my colors ready. Be right back. Okay, I have these little small brushes. I'm going to start with this red. Oh, you know what? I need one other one. Let me take that back. I'll start with the gold. I'm using the chrome powders. I'm using gold, red, and green, but then the other color green is damselfly from Resin Rockers. Beautiful colors, all of these. Let me get the red just a touch. I don't want... Oh, I said I was going to start with the gold, didn't I? Well, we'll go with the red first. I sent him a picture of the Quetzal. I said, I think the most beautiful bird in the world is the Quetzal. It is just crazy pretty. Now he's got feet down there, so I'm not going to color that. Okay, there's that. Now we'll get the gold beak. You know, I might as well make his feet gold too, right? That's about all I can do. I don't know if I want to go up the sides. I already did right there a little bit. I think that'll be okay. Okay, now for the underside, I'm going to be using Asphalt Magic as the color behind it all. So I'm just going to not even do anything with the wings there on this. This is the underside. That's the backside over here. So let me get that other brush. The brush that comes with the set. For his head, I will color his eye black with UV resin after I get it out, after it cures. The Quetzal not only is this beautiful bird, it is also the national monetary unit in Guatemala. For instance, instead of dollars or pounds, they have quetzales. And in Guatemala, there are a lot of designs on clothes that have the quetzal emblazoned on it. They are proud of their bird. And that's just about the color of it. When IntoResin contacted me and says, hey, we decided to take you up on that design. Would you be interested in demoing it for us? And I'm like, yes? Are you kidding me now? Okay, since this is the underside of the wing, I'm going to go... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that green. I'm going to use this other green for the backside of the wing. And, man, it just jumped up onto the back of the, or onto the side of the mold. And around the edge. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to tell a difference in the greens. I'm going to pull it out, because I can definitely see the difference here. You know, I'm thinking I may go up the sides, since the static was already grabbing some of it. See if I can do this without having it go flying everywhere. I don't mind getting it on the edge of or the top edge of the mold. I can always wipe that off. Yeah, okay. Something tells me this is going to be one beautiful resin piece once I get it out. And I have some friends that are missionaries in southern Mexico and in Guatemala. If they see this, I know I'm going to have to be sending some donations or something down. Okay, I've made a right mess of the outside of this mold, but I think the inside is going to be just amazing. Okay, let me put all this stuff away and I'll be right back. I used Bondcrafter 1-in-1 art resin, and I mixed in the Asphalt Magic from Pigmently, and we're gonna see how much this holds. This is 2.2 ounces. Did I calculate correctly? Too much? Too little? Okay, this does not hold that much. I'm going to go around the edge with a toothpick very gently to make sure areas that might have a bubble, like down here in the beak, in this little corner, in this corner. All I'm doing is going down and touching the edge of the mold. I'm not scratching on it. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to run it around. I don't want to damage this mold. Just got it, you know? This Asphalt Magic is such a pretty color. I'm trying to get it domed because it will shrink. I don't want it to lose its edge, but if it shrinks, I don't want it to go down and then have it super sharp on the bottom or on the backside. Okay, now let's see how much resin that takes. It's 1.3, this is a 0.4 cup, so it's 0.9, so about 1.2 ounces for that mold. Okay, so those of you, if you purchase this mold, which if you look in the description, I will have my IntoResin code, which will get you 20% off, which is a pretty decent rate. But instead of trying to figure out how much it holds and all that type of stuff, 1.1 ounces, maybe 1.2. But just so you know, no, we just sit and wait. Okie dokie dokie. See you for the unmolding. Well, it is the next day, and remember, this only took 1.1 or 1.2 ounces. Well, I had another ounce to go, so I made these little, they're snail bodies, and you can put a sphere on top. Kind of cool looking. and a little ammonite. Now, let's see what this baby looks like. Still just a bit bendy. But it's coming out of there nicely. Just one little spot up there. Wow. Man, that's the Quetzal. Okay. Remember I said I had to make... See, there was just one little spot up there by the tip of one of the wings. But I can't detect it on here, so that's good. Okay, now I have some black UV resin. That's all I'm going to need, just a little dab, because eye is not a big space, and I'm going to have to do it in a couple goes. Okay, one little bit more. It'll give it that come to life look. Look at that. And then I'll take it out in the sun so we can get it showing off its glory. What was that old TV show, In Living Color? Yeah. We'll go out and look at this in living color. Okay. Mold. They send these really cool wrapper bags. If I could get it open. There we go. And good thing to do is get it in there and then put the care guide on top of that. Fold it up and then put it in with my other Let's Resin molds. Yeah, there we go. Now, this, I'm going to go back there. Wow, that is just really pretty. In order to give this more depth, I could possibly go over it with clear UV resin, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that. It's just really, really pretty. And I got the two different colors of greens. And this under wing color, that came out just perfect. I am really liking this. Man. Okay. And the sides are all nicely done. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very, very much. If you are not, you ought to consider it. Just go down to the bottom of the screen, push subscribe. And while you're there, push the little icon of the bell. And that will allow you to know anytime I'm doing something new. You'll be notified. And the channel does have channel memberships. They're very affordable. There's 2 levels. This video is being brought to you by IntoResin. Why? Because of this brand new mold that I sent them a picture of the bird in flight. And this is what came back, and it's really cool. Really, really, really cool. It's not a 3D rendering. You've got little things. Now, if you were to take this mold and want to do something crazy with it, Each one of those feathers is delineated. You could go in there and do tiny colors on each one of them. I don't have that good of hand control on something this small. Yeah, this is just, I am beyond happy that IntoResin took my idea and flew with it. Yeah. These tails can get up to 2 meters long. Can you imagine that? Beautiful, beautiful bird. Okay, let's get outside and get some pictures in the direct sun. Thank you, IntoResin. We'll see you for the next one.